Scummy and his chosen receptacle were out of sight, down some steps leading to the basement of a building. The place was empty, its doors and windows bricked or boarded up more thoroughly than Harry ever remembered seeing before. He glanced at his watch. It was 2:10 in the morning, in the middle of June. Harry was getting a little antsy, and he knew why. His body always knew before his brain that something bad was in the vicinity. Harry tapped impatiently on the wheel, scanning the deserted street for some clue to the whereabouts of whatever was inspiring the irritation in his system. As a kid, he'd called it his UI, which stood for Unscratchable Itch. Adulthood hadn't offered him any reason to change the name, so the UI was still in the private vocabulary he'd created to help him put some order into the mental chaos its presence had always produced. Was there something under the flickering lamp on the other side of the street? If it existed, it did so at the very limit of his eyes' power to separate substance from shadow. The possible thing seemed to Harry to move with a feral, feline grace. No, he'd had it wrong. There was nothing. But even as he formed the thought, the possible thing confirmed his initial suspicion by turning back and retreating into the shadows, its muscular form shifting like breeze-quickened water as the shadows erased it. The thing's departure, however, failed to ease the I in Harry's UI. It hadn't been the cause of his prickling skin. No, that was still nearby. He opened the door of the patrol car and got out, moving slowly so as not to attract attention. Then he studied the street from end to end. A block and a half up 11th he saw, tethered to a fire hydrant, a goat. It looked both pitiful and unlikely, there on the sidewalk, the peculiarities of its anatomy, distended flanks, bulging eyes, bony skull, positively alien. Harry got out of the undercover patrol car, leaving his door open, and started to walk toward his partner, his hand staying instinctively to the handle of his gun as he did so. Harry was 3 strides across the street when he felt the UI come over him like a tidal wave. He stopped, glancing at the short stretch of empty sidewalk that lay between him and the darkened stairway where Scummy had gone with the girl. What was taking so damn long? Harry took 2 tentative steps, calling to his partner as he did so. "All right, Scummy, zip it up. Time to move." "What?" Scummy shouted. "Oh, God, that's good. You sure you don't want in on this, partner? This bitch'll—" "I said it's time, Sam." "Uno momento, Harry. Just one. Goddamn. Oh, yeah, just like that. Scummy likes that." Harry's gaze went back to the goat. The front door to the building outside which the animal was tethered had opened. Blue lights burned within, like candle flames, fluttering at a midnight mass. Harry's itch rose beyond the unbearable. Slowly, but with purpose, he crossed the cracked sidewalk to the top of the stairs, and glanced down into the murk where he could vaguely make sense of Scummy lounging against the wall, his head back while the hooker worked on her knees in front of him. Judging by the sloppy, desperate sounds of the job she was doing, she wanted the cop to shoot his load already, so she could spit it out and go. "God damn it, Sam," Harry said. "Christ, Harry, I hear you. You've had your fun. I ain't come yet. How about we find another girl on another street?" As he spoke, Harry glanced back at the goat, then at the open door. The blue candle